Only reason you are revered as the greatest because you came before me. You can send anyone to try to take this title from me. But don't send anyone that you want back.
Again, WWE with this. Again, y'all did this with Naomi, and now y'all doing with Oba. I don't know about y'all, but y'all want to talk about it? Let's go. Hey, what's going on, YouTube land? It's your boy TJ, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Wrestling Nostalgia, where I give my wrestling content on these videos. And today, we're talking about the return of Oba Femi. I know it happened about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, roughly, if that. And I feel away, you know what I'm saying? Like, Oba had like this big, warm return and everything. People was happy to see him. Then all of a sudden, camera just go black. What the hell is that about, WWE? Now look, I don't like to hopper off old times or whatever, but it wasn't that damn old, okay? Naomi was the world champion. Now why in the hell, if she's the world champion, would y'all have her come out to cut a promo on frickin' break? WWE, is you cool?
Come get that ass beat right now.
Y'all were on commercial break and y'all had her cut a promo. That made absolutely no damn sense. And then for y'all to sit up there and do this again is just beyond me, because it just doesn't make sense. Like, y'all have a bad habit of sitting up there and cutting the black talent's time short. Like, it was no reason why y'all had Oba come out and then y'all just fade to black. Y'all couldn't have just went overtime or whatever. I mean, I understand that y'all on the CW network and all, but maybe y'all should have stayed on the USA network. Y'all would have been able to go over. Like, I'm missing it. Like, I don't know what they doing with Oba, but I don't like it. It's already showing me that y'all about to be real janky. And like I said before, and I'm going to keep saying it again, I do feel like, and I agree with Wrestling and Cutter podcast, that Triple H has his hand on the product, because it's clear as day. Like, girl, he's sitting up there blatantly telling us. I mean, him coming out for NXT's Homecoming, which, okay, honestly, yeah, he, created the show or whatever, or revamped it, however you want to call it. Okay, cool, it made sense for him to be out there. But then, didn't they say something about, like, taking control? Didn't he say something about taking control back of NXT? I don't think it's no trying. I think he is. Because it's a big difference between where Shawn Michaels and how Shawn Michaels booked and Triple H. And it's not giving. And I just don't understand, like, where was the logic at?
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
what was the reason?
Because there has been a shift in NXT product. Like, it's still significantly better than, Raw or SmackDown. If anything, they need the help and the rub from Shawn Michaels and actually let him book it. And not, we have to do it in this particular way. No, F all that. Let him do it the way that he did it, and where he did it in NXT, let him do it on Raw and SmackDown, because Raw and SmackDown is okay. It is double cans of boo-boo. It's not hidden. NXT, even with its faults, even with its faults, it still is better, a lot better than Raw or SmackDown will ever be. Even with the women's division and how their storylines are progressing and how they have people do stuff, even though some of the stuff I'd be like for instance, Lash Legend, sitting there losing to an Evolve Women's Champion. Are you serious? Y'all couldn't have got Jada Parker. And speaking of which, where's Jada Parker? I feel like the only reason y'all sit up there and starting to book Lash the way she should be booked because y'all feet was to the fire. So it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But we're booking her right. Yeah, now. What about the men? Y'all have a future world champion in Oba. I tell you one thing, I'ma crash the fuck out if I see him jobbing and counting the lights for the next couple of weeks on SmackDown overall, and y'all sit up there and say he ain't got nothing to do. Baby, y'all gonna hear my motherfucking mouth. I'll say hear the Saturn. Okay, no, for real, because there's no reason why. Because the only reason why I feel like now they may be on some BS with him is because how they cut his time. But look, they gave him time or whatever. The next week he said, "Oh, your daddy is back." And speaking of which,
the sun is setting on the absolute era, and I am the one who will cast the shadow. I am the one who will take it all away. I am the one who will destroy you, because the ruler is back. The destroyer is back. The bringer of war is back. Your daddy is home.
let's just go ahead and get into the segment, right? I didn't see all of it, or should I say I don't remember all of it, but I do remember it was a segment with Ricky, Saints, and Oba, and I remember him saying that, you know, even though he left for a little bit, he went to his homeland, he ate good, he worked out, he refocused and everything like that. He said, the conqueror is back, the ruler is back, your daddy is back. I was like, okay, I found that. I was like, you better tell him daddy is back, and I'm here to take back my NXT World Championship, okay? For real. And if they're not going to give him the NXT Championship, let him just go ahead and win that world title on TNA. I mean, y'all giving it to every other NXT superstar. Just give it to him too. Shoot, let's just go ahead and pass that around. You know, ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. I was just I'm just joking. Just give it to all the homies. Make that championship thotty. He's like, no, let me stop. I'm good. But no, on some real stuff. But if they not gonna give him that one, if they not gonna give him the NXT championship, just let him go ahead and have like a 2-3 month run. He ain't gotta have no long, lengthy reign. I mean, it looked like, honestly, to me, Trick Williams is about to go ahead and head to the main roster, and being as though that we already in the thick of things with Survivor Series War Games, which y'all already know how I feel about War Games. It's War Games, okay? I'm over it. I don't. They should have kept that on NXT. I see no worth or value in it. It is ran its course. I'm over it. I'm done. All they're doing is throwing people together just to have a faction that is non-existent and no type of teamwork or anything of camaraderie. Nothing. It's just top stars coming together just for this, you know, War Games thing. Yeah, like, I'd rather, at least it makes a little bit more sense with the whole Raw and SmackDown, like, collision thing, because, okay, we're on Raw, we're on SmackDown, okay, who's better? And I understand, well, I mean, they keep switching every year or 2 years, as far as, like, you know, with the brand split. Fair enough, but I'm tired of War Games. It's way too long for one to take off. It takes about like a damn near hour for the match to actually begin. It takes too long. Yep. And it's just, wild as Rokum. Like, I'm sorry. The whole thing is just, they should have did it for the first 2 years and then bam. I understand it was like, you know, a whole thing. It made sense back then because you had the bloodline. Now there's no bloodline. It's just the family tree now. Let it go.
You need to let that shit go.
But anyways, back to Oba. Like I said before, the direction that I feel like they're going to go with him is that he's probably more than likely, of course, is going to lose at Deadline. And then I think maybe, you know, Trick and Oba could probably debut together at the Royal Rumble. But I think it's going to be on separate brands because they like to keep the couples together. So I think Lash and Trick are going to be on SmackDown. That makes sense. And then it's going to be Oba on Raw more than likely. I don't think he's going to be on SmackDown, and not that, you know, I'm opposed to it, but hey, either show, long as he's going to be booked the way he should be booked, and it's going to co-align with how he was booked on NXT, then I'm fine with it. Give him the, matter of fact, yeah, put him on Raw. Give him the Intercontinental Championship. Who's going to be the Intercontinental Champion by then? Gunther? That's if, you know, John Cena's going to be the Intercontinental Champion coming into, you know, his last match, because we all know that he's going to have his last time is now in Washington, D.C., which is going to be at Saturday night's main event. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be there, but hey, you know, I get to watch it and review it for you guys. But anyways, like I said before, if WWE does not book Oba like the monster that he is and keep him strong and make him be on the high trajectory of a world championship, I don't want it. Just let him go to AEW and be the muscle and be the world champion there. Like, if y'all not going to take him seriously, somebody else will. Like, come on. What we doing? You know what I'm saying? But comment down below. How do you feel about Oba being a future world champion? How do you feel about him going to Raw SmackDown pretty soon, being as though that he is in a rivalry once again with Ricky Stanks, and it looks like he's going to put him over big once again, and going into his New Year's Evil matchup, whoever's going to win the deadline match, which is probably going to be Javon, honestly, realistically. And if Javon wins, he has to win the title against Ricky Stanks. I understand that y'all want to, you know, give Ricky the whole red carpet rollout. I love Ricky. Have no problem with him being the champion. I wanted Ricky Stanks to win the NXT championship at Stand and Deliver when they initially booked to be at New Orleans. It would have made perfect sense to do this whole redemption arc, lose at NXT No Mercy, then win like a number one contender match, 1-on-1, Oba versus Ricky Saints. Bam, the story writes itself, and he wins in his hometown. Big fight feel and big energy, and of course they're going to be cheering for him all the way down because that's his hometown, and he wins the NXT championship. The story writes itself. I wish that would have happened, but for some reason WWE just didn't do their due diligence to make sure that they weren't overbooked for that event, so they had to reroute and do Las Vegas again. Never in the ever have I ever remembered, at least in the same exact venue, then repeat a WrestleMania event in the same place twice in a row. But hey, what do I know? Comment down below. How do you feel about Oba being a future world champion? Do you feel like he is bred to be the breadwinner of the WWE? Does he has what it takes to carry the company on his back? Or do you feel like he's gonna crumble under pressure?
How easy she is to basically crunch. You know, I'm crunching her.
Comment down below, like, share, subscribe, help me grow the channel. Your love and support is definitely greatly appreciated. Welcome. Peace. TJ, I'm out.
I am the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war. I am the mountain that you cannot climb and you cannot conquer. Ready?